So if they don't get that early game that Slark needs to get ahead, he's going to fall off and he's not going to have much relevance. If he jumps in, he pounces on someone, that means he's got to take all that damage. So if they get a little counter initiation on him with some stuns from Earthshaker, which is a long range, if they put Pugna down there, Nether Blasting, if they put down the Nether Ward, Slark's going to be in trouble. So he's got to watch himself. He's got to pick his targets. He's got to make sure they're isolated and alone, and he's got to get those pickoffs that are going to allow him to catapult into the late game. Because Slark versus Juggernaut, I'm going to take Juggernaut every time the later the game goes. Looks like they banned out the Leshrac here. Leshrac is a giant pusher, thanks to 2 of his abilities. The Edict does a lot of damage to towers, as well as everyone. It's close to Leshrac. But Leshrac's pretty squishy, just like Pugna. So you gotta be wondering where they would fit him in this lineup, where they have no late game carry. So perhaps Leshrac's a decent ban, but I don't think they would have gone with Leshrac anyway for Team Mermaid. Lycan actually made it all the way through to the 5th ban on the Radiant side, which is surprising since both teams seem to want to do a little bit of pushing here. Lycan, thanks to his abilities, he can power up all of his minions. So he gets 2 wolves. Most people go Necrobook. He gets 2 of those. He can power it up with his aura. He can pick up the lifesteal from Vladimir's, and he can use his howl. And Towers just melted this guy. He pushes lanes. He's great solo because of the wolves and the harasser they can put out. Lycan is just one of the big pushers, and I'm surprised that neither team picked him up until this point. Bloodseeker's the pick from Cookie Thumpers. Bloodseeker can be kind of a late hero thanks to his agility and the amount of benefit he gets from Thirst, but he's not going to stand out as a giant late game hero unless he gets, again, a snowball, kind of like Slark. Bristleback here, he's going to be pretty good. He's pretty tanky. They don't have a lot of lockdown to deal with him. One good ability against Bristleback is going to be that ultimate from Bloodseeker, though. Bristleback is good at turning his back and running away, but if you can't run because he's got Bloodseeker ultimate on you, you're going to be in big trouble. Looks like a pause is coming out here. 1 sec to sort out probably lag issues or something like that. So let's take this time to introduce the teams. Over here on team Cookie Thumpers. Yes, CT. Cookie Thumpers. Haha, I get it. We got Earthshaker played by Balakay. We have Bloodseeker played by Ayanami Ray. We have Witch Doctor played by Rarir. We have Juggernaut played by Gajabi, and again Shadow on your Pugna. Over to the Radiant side for Team Mermaid, we have Call on the Bristleback. We have Parozonks on the Jakiro. We have Siren. Oh, Siren is, I guess, their clan name. So we have R2R Rek on Slark. We got Andre on here, your Shadow Shaman, and a Harmless Twig on your Silencer. Now let's see how these lanes are going to shape up. It's pretty obvious that they're putting Witch Doctor and Juggernaut on the off lane here for the Dire. They're going to put Pugna and probably your Earthshaker up on the top lane there. And your Bloodseeker, of course, is going to go mid. They've grouped up and smoked here at the bottom. Looks like they're just going to try and find a quick first blood. Yeah, they're pinging out the bottom lane, so they want to catch them a little bit before they go. So we got your Slark here. He's got his Pounce first. The Jakiro taking his stun. Shadow Shaman the stun. And the Silencer takes his Curse of the Silent. So they have a lot of kill potential here if they can actually catch them out. It looks like they just went to look, and then they're gonna just run away and look for the starting rune. Bristleback's gone to hopefully the off lane here. He's actually really good in the off lane. They're gonna try lane bottom. Good choice with your Slark there. You got a lot of kill potential in the leash, in the stuns. Looks like Jakiro's kind of wandering around the jungle here. Maybe he's just gonna look for a stack or a pull or something. And they've actually decided to go aggressive. Oh, no, Witch Doctor has decided to walk away for a little bit. Maybe he's placing a ward. Yeah, he does have a ward in his inventory, so that's probably what he's going to go do. So it's going to be tri-lane versus tri-lane. And both of them have some wonderful kill potential. The stuns, that's actually a great set on the Earthshaker. If you look at that, that is a wonderful Gravel Maw, and then he's got most of the Red Mountain set. That's a wonderful totem. He doesn't have it signed like you get the autographed one, which is kind of cool. So now it looks like both of these supports are aggressively hitting the creeps, which is going to create a lot of lane pressure. It's going to push this lane back towards the Radiant Tower. So you don't really want to do that in a tri-lane. In a tri-lane, when you're aggressive, you kind of just want to let your carry get the last hits, and you want to make sure no one's going to initiate on him. So you don't want to be sitting in melee range and absorbing that experience for the carry. You want to be doing what this guy is doing. He is pulling. He's taking the creeps away. So this tri-lane is going to be so starved for experience, they're going to regret this, because how are they going to get a kill? They're just going to be stuck on level 1. Meanwhile, look at this. Slark is level 2 already. Jakiro's level 2 already. Over here, Shadow Shaman, he's going to be level 2 as soon as this guy dies. So they're getting a lot more out of this lane than the dire side. But if they catch out Shadow Shaman here, he is dead. He's done. What I said about that Fisher, he completely blocked his entire team from getting anywhere, and now he's got no mana. He's got nothing. So that's the danger you got to play with Earth Spirit. You go back, it's going to be tough. What they need is levels here. They need to get Enchant Totem up. They need to get the secondary stuns. They need to get the Witch Doctor's Maledict or his Healing Ward, so they have a little bit of sustainability. Right now, it's really tough to be in this lane. We're gonna take a look at the other lanes and bring out the last hits and denies. Bloodseeker is definitely winning his lane. 50-3 versus 5-1 on the Silencer, but he's getting his levels, and it's gonna start to become trouble to be Bloodseeker. He looks like he's just going to go and abandon the lane, grab the rune. He's got a bottle, so that'll be good. And I missed the first blood bottom. It looks like they actually did a good job here. They took him out, but there's a counter kill. So it's going to come out pretty much even. With the Witch Doctor getting the first blood extra gold, but he's dying. So he'll actually come out on top of there because that's reliable. So he's going to probably get a quick... he's actually going for a bracer first to get that survivability up, which is not a bad idea. Looks like the Silencer's back in lane here. The Bloodseeker is still controlling those last hits, just giving him a hard time of it. And that's the power of the Bloodseeker. Those last hits, they heal him up. He doesn't have to worry too much. Just get a last hit, and yep, there you go. And it's really tough as a Silencer because he doesn't have as much last hitting power. He doesn't have as much damage as a Bloodseeker with Quelling Blade. Taking a look here at the top lane, Pugna versus Bristleback. Bristleback's going to start getting his level 6, and he's just going to run down this Pugna and end his life. It looks like the last hit 16-5 versus a 4-1 on the Pugna. That's tough. It's rough. It's hard to go as an intellect hero versus a Bristleback. He's just got too much sustain. He's got that big swing on the right click. So, but on the other hand, it's pushed up against the tower. He hasn't done any damage to it yet, but he'll get there. That Nether Blast is nothing to be joked about. Looks like we missed another kill bottom. Juggernaut to take the fall. Right now, what they need to do is decide, holy crap, this tri-lane is not working out for us. We got 1 kill out of it, yeah, but then we gave up another 2. We need to transition these supports somewhere else. We need to grab a smoke. We need to go mid lane. We need to get a kill on this Silencer. We gotta go somewhere else. When your lanes aren't working out in the early game, switch it up. Don't just keep ramming your head against that brick wall. Also, use your TPs to go back to the lane. Juggernaut has lost so much of the experience. He's only level 3 right now. We're looking at level 3 on the Jakiro, or sorry, level 5 on Jakiro. So I mean, it's going to be tough. Slark's already level 4. You're behind by a lot. You need to give that experience and the last hits to that Juggernaut. You need to rotate your supports. Looks like Witch Doctor might have heard me. He's come up top. Pugna, Pugna's actually killed by
Dire's
Bristleback.
top tower is
It
under
looks like they
siege.
almost got Bloodseeker mid. 28 HP he's going to get away with because of that thirst speed from every wounded character on the other
Dire's top tower
side.
is being attacked.
Looks like they're going to try and make a move on Bristleback here, but that's such a weak stun when you don't have someone next to it. And now he can't stun, and he's just going to TP out. Very smart move. Looks like Bloodseeker's going to make it just back to the fountain just fine. Slark's going to be almost level 6. He's going to get a lucky rune here. He's going to be full health and mana. Nice regeneration rune there. Lucky for him.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
The Shadow Shaman's only level 3. It's 6 minutes in. You might want to prioritize him on a little bit of experience. Get that level 6 up. It's good to have your Jakiro such high levels. You got the points in Liquid Fire, but you want those wards soon. You want to be pushing so that you can maximize that. This Pugna is in big trouble here. That's what this Bristleback and his Warpath. Now the ward is smart. Now he's got to either stop to kill the ward, and he's gonna fall. The Bristleback is just so powerful early game because of this. Look at that. He's got plus 106 damage. That's crazy. 6 minutes in, plus 100 damage because of the Warpath. That is one awesome ultimate. Looks like they're pinging to defend the bottom tower. They've actually brought back the tri-lane grouped up here. There's no mana on Shadow Shaman, so he's not going to be much use as a right clicker. Slark's here, almost is level 6. As a support, as Jakiro, I would back up. I would just give him that entire wave of experience, get him his level 6, so he can start regenning and he can get ganking. That's kind of things that you want to pay attention to when you're in a game and there's no communication. So if you're just playing a pub game, just watch. That's going to be the difference. You're playing ranked, you're playing solo ranked. That's going to be the difference. You want to play a support, you're going to have to play a support that sacrifices. Now that ward, that healing ward, does so much for Juggernaut.
Heads up.
It looks like he's either saving a point or he actually leveled up. Yes, he actually put a point into stats. I'm wondering if that's a mistake or he purposely did that, but he's actually put 1 point into stats at level 4. I'm not sure about that.
Dire's middle tower is under siege.
Silence is starting. Oh, that might be a kill here. It's going to be close. 14 health on that Bloodseeker. He's gotten some lucky escapes, and he's really leading on the last hit chart. It's a good thing that Juggernaut's got that magic immunity, but that Bristleback, he's not stopping, and he doesn't have to. He's got 1,000 health, and there's just no damage they can do to him right now. That Bristleback gives him a lot of damage reduction, and he's already got his boots. It looks like he's just going to go straight into... Bloodseeker comes, and he's got that Slark dead erase. There's nothing he can do. But he might pay with his life. Yeah, that Bristleback with his slow and his quill spray, he's just going to chase you down and knock you out. So, I'm not sure about that TP. He TP'd it alone. There were other people around could have TP'd in to help. Maybe he communicates to his team. He says, bottom, I can get a kill bottom. Guys, come with me. You got to be vocal about these kind of things. They're putting pressure on mid. They're putting pressure on top. Looks like they're trying to rotate their heroes around to deal with this. They're giving some solo XP to the Earthshaker. I like that. His level 6 is going to turn around these team fights. You got to get that quick level 6 though. Pugna's in big trouble here, and he managed to get away. Oh, no he doesn't. That's silence. The last word goes to the silencer, of course. And that's a powerful ability. You can choose to level that up first. Usually that's the best idea. Curse of the Silent. I mean, when you got Bloodseeker and he can use an ability every 12 seconds, you're probably not going to get drained a lot of mana from him. On the other hand, he only has one ability to get rid of it, so it might have been worth it to go into the Curse of the Silent. But a lot of the other people have spamable abilities, so you kind of wouldn't want to do that. Looks like this Slark is getting ready to go on the Earthshaker. Earthshaker's not level 5 yet. He's in big trouble, and he's to fall. You gotta be careful as Earthshaker. All you got is brown boots. You have slow abilities that take a long time to cast. You gotta be playing a little bit safer. It was a good move by Select there to come in from the shadows and pounce on him. He didn't have a lot of
Dire's
chance or
top
warning.
tower is under siege.
Looks like that the edict is off on the Shadow Shaman, so